Today, inshallah, we're going to be talking about how to make wudu, which we call ablution, according to what was transmitted to us by our teachers, inshallah. And primarily, we'll be looking at the madhab of Al-Imam Malik ibn Anas, radiyallahu anhu, Imam Dar al-Hijrah. Let's get to that as fast as we can, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa dhurriyyatihi wa man wala. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi. فإن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قد قال من يريد الله به خيرا يفقهه في الدين وإنما أنا قاسم والله يعطي. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making this presentation one that will come to life. Now, here we are. We want to perform our wudu. The first compulsory part of wudu is to make intention, and the intention can be that, okay, I want to perform my salah, or my ablution is vitiated. I want to make my wudu, that is my ablution, so that I can remove from myself either major impurity or minor impurity, as the case may be. The ulama in the madhab of Imam Malik, usually when you read the books, they will say if you have a container, if you have something that is open, then you place it on the right side. Why? Because you're going to be taking water with your right hand. But if you have something that is a bit closed, like a kettle, you can place it on your left side. And another, for most of us, or in most cases, would have a kettle or something like a container. So the first thing that we try to do is look at my hand this way. You're not sure whether your hand is clean or not. You don't contaminate the water by dipping your hand inside the water. So what you do is you pour some water and you use that to wash your hand. And usually you wash the right hand with the left hand and you wash the left hand with the right hand. You do that 3 times. What I'm saying now is not compulsory. I'm only saying, okay, if your hands are dirty or you are not sure, okay, good. Some of the ulama will say, okay, after that, washing your hands, it's not necessary that you wash it 3 times. You can wash it once you are sure that, okay, everything is fine. Then you can dip your hand inside the water and start to wash your hand. We should not forget that it's part of the sunnah to start with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, please. Although it is not compulsory, this is one of the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's 3 times. You're washing it up onto the wrist. Then you do the second one. Many people make mistake and they just do like this, not like this. No, it's not like that. You wash the right hand, then you wash the left hand 3 times. Okay, after some time I'm going to switch to this one. If it was this, the only thing you do is this. You get it, and that's way much easier. Part of what the ulama warn against is that you waste water. So try as much as you can to conserve the water. So you're washing the first hand, the right hand 3 times, and the second hand 3 times. تقليل ما بين الأصابع, to open your hands this way, to wash what is in between your hands, is compulsory. It's compulsory. It's part of washing your hands. Okay, after doing that, you can just And most people just do like this, which is wrong. It's not like that. You are taking water, you are using it to rinse your mouth. And you throw it. You do that 3 times. That's 1. The next one is to do istinshaq. Many people make mistake here also. What you're supposed to do is get some water in your hand, draw it in to some extent, then blow it in such a way that it will clean what is inside your nose. I mean your nostrils. So many people do like that, which is wrong. So you have to blow it this way. Like that. In such a way that it will clean whatever is inside your nose. Then the first compulsory part of wudu is here, and it's face. You're supposed to wash the face 3 times, right from here, from the line, ear line, to the level of your ear, and here, then down to your chin. So something like that. Some of the ulama have said that to make your niyyah is compulsory, but up to this point, it is you. What is the latest time that you can make your niyyah is just before you start washing your face, because that's the first compulsory part. I forgot to make my intention. Yeah, and you wash your hand to the wrist. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. You've cleaned your mouth and you have not made your intention. That's not too bad. This is the 3rd time, I suppose. It's not too bad. But just if you don't make your intention until you wash your face, then your wudu is not valid. What wudu we talk about here? For the person who has inkana kathif al-lihya, if you have beards and your beard is thick, then it's not compulsory for you to try to draw your fingers inside every strand of your ear. But inkana khafifa, but if it's light, make sure that water touches underneath your skin, just like this, like when you're washing your face. And that says that. And if you're not too sure, just make sure you draw your hand. And there's one part that the ulama call al-dalk, washing, using your hand to trace it. You're not like scrubbing your hand. You don't need to scrub it. So like this. Then you go, the next compulsory part is having water in your hand and washing your hands to your elbow. Some people make mistake. They think it starts from here, and it starts right from here. You're washing like this. Yeah. Sorry. Do this properly. You're throwing water like this. You're washing from here. I mean, can I show you that? Inside. Okay. I want to try to do it in such a way that you get it. You're washing inside your hand, then you're going back to the back and back like this. That is 1 time. You're doing that the 2nd time. And you're going backwards. This the 2nd time. That's that for the right hand. The right hand goes before the left hand. So in the same way too, you're washing like this. I think you're done, you're going backwards. That's 1 time. 2 times. The ulama suggests that you bend your hand so that you don't have lum'a. Lum'a is like a patch where water is not touching. Because if you do like this and just do it up to this line, by the time you bend your hand, this line goes inward, not outward. So you might end up not making your wudu very well. So to make sure that you're doing your wudu very well, it's better you even do it up to this point. You are sure that you have covered the elbow. Now the next compulsory part of the wudu is wiping your head. They didn't say wash your head, you're wiping your head, right? So you're starting from the maqdam ras, from the beginning here to the back. Ila qafa ra'sihi. You're doing like this. This is preferred in the madhab. You don't just do like this. Yeah, you wipe like 1 2/3 of your head. In fact, if you can wipe the whole head to the back. If you have long hair, you have to trace to the end of your ear. May never make any sense. So you're doing that just once. Wiping your head from the beginning to the back is compulsory. Returning it back from the back here to the front is sunnah. The next sunnah is tajdidul ma. If you like, okay, let me say it this way. If you like, you can use that same hand that you have used to wipe your head to wipe your ears. And wiping your ear is better you do this way, and you have the inside, your fingers inside to trace all this curve of your ear, and you do this to the back. That's the proper way to do it. If tajdidul ma that I was talking about, to change the water, is another sunnah if you like. Okay, you have wiped your head, okay, and you put another water on your hand, then you do this. That is sunnah also. Now, coming to the last compulsory part of wudu is washing your leg. Okay, let me try to use this right here for you to trace what is in between your fingers, your toes, I mean, is not compulsory. It's not compulsory. But if you're able to do it, because you have some people whose toes are tight and they can't get water in there, or they have some cut or something, but it's not compulsory to do that. It is enough for you to just make sure that you wash your feet above and below. Above and below. Make sure water is everywhere, because there's a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam where he said the aqab, so on the back of the leg like this, that water do not touch. Wailun laha min an-nar. It is hellfire, or fire that is going to be used to punish that part of the body. Meaning that our salah and our wudu is very important. There are some hadith that say you can wash the leg 3 times, but that is in case your leg is so dirty. It's not about the number of times when it comes to the leg, but just washing it like properly. Washing it properly. And you see that we don't need to use so much water. Yeah, what you need to do is ihkam, making sure that water touches everywhere. Okay, that is that. And then the next one is, then let me use this for the second leg. Yeah, and that's why some of us who wash our legs under the running water, we have to be careful of not wasting water. Yeah, you can make sure you're doing that properly. In fact, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. When they talk about dalk is tracing a hand on the part of the body that you have to trace water on. The ulama have said you can do 2 things. You can put water first, make sure water touches everywhere, then run your hand through. But some ulama also said you can do this. You can do both together. As you're running water, you are using your hand to trace it, and you're checking. You're checking that you're doing it properly. And when you're done with that, you do your dua. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. Allahumma ij'alni min at-tawwabin waj'alni min al-mutatahhirin waj'alni min 'ibadika as-salihin. La akhiri ma hunalik. And that is the basic of doing your wudu. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with this and accept our ibadat. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.